this new account, I want to use 5-star characters mostly. Some rules I set for this challenge. I can only wish if it's a 10 pool, so no one pools. I should use 5-star characters for battle. I took notes of the control keys, cause I'm not used to playing using the computer. Did some exploring and ran into a boy with a dragon vent. Yo, I didn't do anything wrong, I think. Yeah, that dragon definitely won't be a problem later. Now speaking of red things, introducing our first problem, Amber, or, in English, Outrider Amber and her character quest. Normally, I'd have to use her to get through this part of the game, but I have a quick fix. I need for Aether to stretch his arms, and boom, the Enemo slime is gone. So this is maybe the 6th or 7th time I've restarted my account, but it has been a while since I've needed to start an account for long-term play. Here is Aether soloing some Hilichurl camp. Of course, the hardest part about his Anemo wind powers is that for his birth you need to aim in the direction you want it to go. This part of the game was harder if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm just an earlier stage of the quest, but I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to run into a huge statue or something. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to actually realize that I was supposed to start shooting. I don't think that you need to ever kill the dragon, the Storm Terror. Just need to survive until the time is up, or if you've drained enough of the dragon's HP. Some of the differences to note this time around: that everything is clearly in Japanese, even though my content is in English. But it just to make a distinction from the past account I've had, the writing is in Japanese, which I think is cooler, and helps since I can learn Japanese kanji more. I really want to get these wings, but I will get them. You'll see how later. Wanted to try falling backwards like this, but it just ended up jumping downwards. I got some wishes. Do I know from experience not to get my hopes up? It probably won't be a 5-star. I'm 89% sure of it, only because there's about 10% chance that it will be a 5-star. If you've been paying real close attention to my gameplay up until now, you might have noticed that I haven't been collecting many things from the church, only because early game doesn't really give any good rewards. Most of the things can just be obtained later through domains and by doing daily mining that you can just assign a character to do through Catherine Adventure Guild. So yeah, I'm just going to open the chest to get experience so that I can send my world level, and my character adventure rank. And with that I'm done with Amber's domain. Most probably not gonna have that many characters to upgrade anyways. I'm mostly gonna be using Aether for the moment. As you can see folks, I'm unable to get through this. Usually people can just jump through this without using KSIs, so using the power of Aether stretches, and yeah, actually this whole time I was just looking up the key shortcuts for the wheel so that I can get food, because I forgot that. Sweet Madam Mom, I'm going to be able to jump this perfectly. Now he is using everything that I've learned here today. I'm going to be able to traverse Chaos domain effortlessly. I honestly think that Lysis domain is going to be my favorite though. The smile monsters cannot follow up until a certain point, so if you need to find something stronger, then you can just run away, it won't follow. This is how dialogue usually is for me. I usually skip it. And there we go. Here is probably the only Lisa gameplay you'll see. Oh, you might be wondering why I'm using the 4 characters in the first place. Well, initially I was using Amber because after all the washing system wasn't available yet at that stage, so either way I wasn't able to get any 5-star, which were not the Traveler. But here I'm not using the characters really for combat, just to get past their trials, so it doesn't really count basically. But in future, obviously, since it's not the quote-unquote main character starter characters, I will be only using 5 stars if I can help it, especially if it's in combat. Well, I got Lisa, or as we call it in Japanese Risa. Things are about to change. Except Lisa doesn't want me to text the screen. I keep on spamming every button but she's not budging from the screen. I had to exit and re-enter the game.
Holla, wait a minute, bitch, I'm back. Got my hands around their neck like I don't know how to act. They can price right up, yeah, you can do the math.
I got nearly all of the Entomologous. Now remember, always look up first. You see they up in the sky is one of them. They show up on the map as a star once you get close to them, but you can just use the interactive map to map all of them out on your own map like I did earlier. And here are 2 Amber Geshes, not the only one with the twin, even though it's just a different outfit. Also, for something else new today, apparently I can't enter the abyss until I'm adventure rank 20. I was too low of a rank. No, on the topic of maps, this whatever you call it Porsche teleportation thingy doesn't appear on the map. You have to find it. Oh yeah, teleport waypoint is what it's called now. Here I finally get the wings that I wanted. Apparently, you get them in the notification box at the menu on the top left corner of the screen, or just press escape. This is the Climb of Shame. Here I can access the Entomologous because it's quest gated, and to complete probably a world quest to get it. Here I'm going to gain more stamina, which is important for climbing. I'm probably gonna get rewards because I'm upgrading it to such a high level too, and then I got about 500 experience, which is honestly not a lot, but this time is the most important here. At this point, don't worry if you didn't get that many primal gems. You could always just get lucky and get an early 5-star unlike me. I practically can never pull on the Noel banner since I am only pulling if I can do 10 pulls, and here's only 8 pulls. Now, we can do a quick assessment of the traveler here. At day 1 I am at a decent level considering that most of the monsters and stuff I'm fighting are about the same level, about level 10 to 20, and though I don't have any artifacts yet, I have a neutral element to work with, so I can even eliminate, except for Geo ones I think. The game of naturally reward and upgrade the traveler, so this is honestly not a bad pick for a first 5-star. And with that, if you've made it to the end, congratulations, you've made it to the end of the. Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching all.